Hey guys, welcome to Slightly Dramatic. I am recording the third episode, and this is gonna be a short 10-minute episode because I promised myself that I will do this. So I'm doing this. I don't know why do I have this in my hand, but I'm gonna leave this here for now. Okay, so don't judge the mess there. You can't see anything else in the room, so don't judge the mess anywhere. I um, I'm I'm in quite a bit of a mess because tomorrow I'm going to my sister's house. It is December 23rd, and it's mm, I'm fine. I'm okay. Thanks for asking. Okay, yeah. So tomorrow is 24th, and I'll be going to my sister's place. So I thought I'll just do a quick one. Just because I have promised myself, and ChatGPT is giving me a lot of hate for just like analyzing everything and not doing anything. And he's just like, "You're kind of a perfectionist, but guess what? You're not perfect." I'm just like, fine, whatever. So ChatGPT was like, "Listen, I know you're saying you're tired, but this is not this is physical fatigue, and this is what emotional fatigue is. And right now you're feeling emotional fatigue, which is ego, and you're just like, not now, but actually you want to do it now, because if you didn't want to do it, then you would have not been thinking about it, but because you think about it, you want to do it." So I was like, okay, fine, you know what, whatever this is, I will do it. I will do it. So I did not think this through, because I can't say that. For me to say through and true is very difficult. So like I think since school there are words that I just cannot say. So through, I'll be like, through, we had to go through this, or it is through. That's really bad. But that is one word that I cannot say. I cannot say S and S back to back, like shoe size. I'll be like, shoe size. So I just have that weird, I don't know if you call it a lisp. Yeah. And then I can't say vulnerable in a sentence. Yeah, she's quite vulnerable. Yeah, those are a few things. So yeah, that's how random this episode is going to be. But I thought about something, and I was like, you know what, maybe I should make an episode about what I like about being single and living by myself. I have been single for a year. More than oh my god, a year? No, I've been single for like 2 years now. And I've been very off the dating scene, and I've just been by myself. There's no particular reason for that, and if there is, I'll probably come up with one. And like, if I had to sit down with myself and think about it, there probably is a reason. But yeah, I've been quite by myself for quite some time now, and I'm gonna speak about 10 things on what I like about being by myself. And oh my god, I'm not even written out 10 things, guys. Maybe I can't say words that are like even 10 things. Why was I struggling with that? You know? But anyways, I'm gonna think about 10 things. Jesus. Anyways, so yeah, I'm gonna think about 10 things about what I like about this. Okay? But first, we open this because it's Christmas, and you're gonna need to give me a minute because I have my nails done, and it's kind of difficult to function with these long nails. I don't know why did I keep them these long. I was just so excited about like having beautiful nails. The nail salon people were like, "Oh my god, such beautiful nails," and I'm like, "Yeah, keep them long." And then I was like, "Oh shit, they're gonna grow." But anyways, I'm gonna open this now. Yeah. Merry Christmas, guys. This is probably gonna be out in Feb, so happy Valentine's Day. Let's see. Um, okay, okay. So, number one thing about being single is, okay, forget being single. Okay, being single is good only, but like by being by myself, I can do anything I want at any time. Like, I'm a person who's very scheduled. Okay, like I have my Google Calendars on, and I'll have like things that I can do in a day and stuff. And it has to go as per that. So like I'll keep maximum three big things, and then I'll choose like one or two depending on my mood. For that's quite annoying because my alarm just went off. I hope this is on. Yeah, it is. Anyways, so I have like two or three things that I choose from. And depending on the mood and how the day is going, I then choose what I'm going to be doing for that day. And if I feel like I need to rest on that day, I do. But yeah, I don't need to really come back home and think about, oh, so and so is there at home, so I need to sort of have my dinner with this person, or I need to like be a bit more considerate. Because when you're in a living situation with people, I feel like you need to be a bit more considerate to the people around you. Like if I was with living with my family as well, I'd want to have dinner with them. You know, wouldn't want to do it myself, because then what the hell, right? I don't like that concept. So I think being by myself allows me to be by my own schedule. So that's amazing. Wow, beautiful. Okay, number two. This is harder in real time. This really is harder in real time. Mm, damn. Maybe I'll come up with five things. Okay. Hmm. I can like be as messy as I want. I'm a messy person. I'm not dirty, but I'm messy. Like before leaving the house, I'll have like piles of clothes on the bed, because like I would have tried on so many things, and I can just leave it there. And when I come back, I can do it. But I don't think this would be very different if I was living with other people as well. But then when I come back, I don't need to do it immediately. I can just do it whenever. Cause yeah, that I think is a pretty nice thing. Like it's my room, it's my space. I can do it up as I want to do it, and I love that. I genuinely love that. I think the fact, like, I have loved doing my room. Like since university, I've lived in two different places. And the fact that it's my room, and I can like put whatever pictures up I want on the wall, and I can like put fairy lights wherever I want. Chef's kiss, love it. Number three is, now I'm a bit weird, okay? Like I'm only a little bit weird. I'm not too weird, but a bit weird. Okay. I like to dance in my room, and I dance a lot in my room. I'll journal a lot, and I wake up in the morning and have like this whole ritual that I do in the morning, and like I'll wake up 2 hours before I actually need to leave for work. Because I have like things that I'm doing in the morning, and I like to like have a slow, not rushed morning. So I think this probably is very similar to my first point, but like if I had to speak about weirdness, I journal a lot, and I suddenly sit down and want to doodle something, or I just randomly get this rush to like clean some random drawer of mine, and yeah, so I get to do all of that without like without thinking about anyone else. Like I can just do shit like this. Um Number four is, I have my vision board right up, and no one's there to see it, no one's there to judge it. No one has ever come in here and seen this, and they're just like, oh, so you want to you know I'm very awkward about my vision board. Like, I think if someone did have to come to my place, I'd probably cover it, because I feel like it's so personal, and it's a lot. it's it's definitely a lot. So I'd probably cover it. But yeah, I love that I can have my vision board up there. Now number five, I'm gonna need to think about this one, man. mm, Pink and tonic. I like gin and tonic, but I don't like this one. This is very, it tastes pink. I don't know if that makes sense, but it tastes pink. mm, okay. What else about, what else, bro? Like, uh this is hard. This is hard. I get the time to experiment with things that I like, and like things that I want to do. Now I know you can do this in a relationship as well, okay? It's not like if you're like dating someone, you can't do these things. But for me personally, when I'm dating someone, I've found it like I wouldn't say hard, but like I feel like it's such an easy distraction for me because I'm like, okay, whatever, like I'll go out with this person and come back. And then I feel like I've always been in the type who's very attached to the relationship. So, like, I think these 2 years of like being single and not being with anyone has really made me enjoy my time by myself. That I've been able to like sort of pick up dancing, pick up cooking, pick up drawing again, pick up reading again, going for salsa and bachata, going to the gym again. So going just going anywhere that I want, like doing solo trips and all of that. So without the pressure of like, oh, I don't need to be considered again for the next person. So I think um I forgot what I was saying actually. Let it be. Yeah, let it be. But you guys get it. I think when I watch this it'll make sense. But yeah, you get it. I think I can only think of 5 things. But apart from that, I can also tell you what I did today. Today was my day off, so I went to the town center and I day drank because it's Christmas. So I was just like, I need a Negroni. Funny story about the Negroni. I once went out with this guy and he told me that his finisher was the Negroni. Now, a Negroni literally has only alcohol in it. It's the Campari, whatever, and then there's gin, I think, and there's Prosecco, and there's this other liqueur in it, okay? And he was like, oh, it's just the strongest, it's got strongest cocktail and all. I was like, oh, okay. And then I tasted it that night, and I was like, okay, like, it's whatever. But it was strong. It was strong for sure. And for some reason, I have made that my starter of the day. Like anytime I go out, I'm like, one Negroni, please. Like, I'm just like, bruh, if you're gonna start, let's just start strong. Why not? But I think two Negronis does it for me, and my hope is that it stops at a Negroni, like one or two, and then that's it. So far so good. But yeah, that's how my liking for Negroni has come. I was like, yeah, like what do you mean finisher? That's a starter for me, bro. So yeah, I had a Negroni and then I had this beautiful pizza. Let me show you the pizza because I don't want to drop it. So wow. For now, I'm just keeping the pizza on my bed. Okay, don't judge me. And I got 2 books. Okay, I was not supposed to. One of my friends had discussed. I mean, he had suggested Tuesdays with Maury. He said it's one of the best books, but I found the author and another book called I couldn't find Tuesdays. So the 5 people you meet in heaven, and it's on his. All endings are also beginnings. We just don't know it at that time. Wow. On his, I'm gonna read this. Okay. On his 83rd birthday, Eddie, a lonely war veteran, dies in a tragic accident trying to save a little girl from a falling cart. With his final breath, he feels 2 small hands in his and then nothing. He awakens in the afterlife where he learns that heaven is not a lush garden of Eden, but a place where your earthly life is explained to you by 5 people who were in it. These people may have been loved ones or distant strangers, yet each of them changed your path forever. So I found that pretty interesting. I was like, who could it be? And I like emotional books like this. I like books that make you think about emotional connection. I like books that are very humanly connected. I don't like sci-fi and all that stuff. Like it, I wouldn't. No, I would mind reading it. I went to the sci-fi section. I thought I'll be like, let me try, and then I looked at the covers and I'm like, no, just no. Like I can't do sci-fi. Like it's just not my thing. Um, but yeah, I like books with about human connection. I really like um anything to do with the relation dynamics between 2 people. Like another book that I had read was, where is that book, Before the Coffee Gets Cold, and it's basically where there is this coffee shop in Japan where if you want to meet a loved one, you can go and have a coffee at a specific time. Like there are certain terms and conditions to it, and you can meet that person provided that person has come to the shop before. as well. So they are like, it's four different stories of people who come to the shop to visit a loved one from before. So this could be like a past lover, a sister, a mother, it could be any sort of relationship dynamic. And it's really touching. It's really sweet. So I like books like that. So that's why I got this book, The Five People You Meet in Heaven. And then I don't know why did I do this to myself, okay? But I remember when I was back in school, one of my friends read a horror story, like a horror book, and I do not like horror movies, guys. Like, I don't like watching it. I get scared. I am till date scared of the dark. I don't like the dark. And I've gotten used to sleeping in the dark and stuff alone, because obviously at some point I have to. But like, there's a reason I don't watch horror movies, because if I had to live by myself, I cannot. I will not be able to, bro. I will go to sleep crying, okay? But this year, for some reason, while buying books, I was like, I should buy a horror book and get out of my comfort zone. Why? Ex- Explain that to me. Like, why would I think that is something that I need to do? Do I really need, is that the sort of comfort zone that I should be getting out of? Like, this comfort zone has nothing to do with subconscious fears and guilt and, abandonment issues or whatever. It's just a fucking fear. And I should, like, be okay with having this fear and not put myself in a position where I would be fearing my fear even more. But I have decided, I have Googled what are the scariest books out there. And now I'm getting scared thinking about it. Okay, the book is by Shirley Jackson, The Haunting of Hill House. And I remember back in school, one of my friends had read a horror story. I don't remember. I think it was by Stephen King. And she's a gutsy girl, okay? She's not someone who's scared of anything. Bro, like, if they had to be a ghost, I would call her. Like, she would deal with that shit. She's not scared of anything. But she read the book and she genuinely could not sleep by herself. She had to sleep with her sister, and she's not of the type who'll sleep with next to anyone for anything, okay? Like, she's the least scared of anything in life. So she's a very courageous person. So when she read that book and she got scared, I was like, I'm never going to read a horror book. That's just ridiculous. But for some reason, I picked this book up and I was like, let's see. And you know what? I feel like with horror stories, I mean, horror movies, you still know where there are jump scares. You still know what it could be about, and you can cover your eyes. You could just be like, oh, I don't want to see this and whatever, because that's how I've watched horror movies. Such funny stories, dude. But with the book, they explain the emotion. Like, they're gonna write down every single thing. And if you are an imaginative person like myself, this is a very bad idea. And sorry. Anyways, um, okay, An Amazing Writer by Neil Gaiman. This is Shirley Jackson. This lady. I think it's a very old book. As nearly perfect a haunted house tale as I've ever heard. Stephen King himself has commented on this, so fine. Alone in the world, Eleanor is delighted to take up Dr. Montague's. Just forget it. I'm not even going to try to read that. I'm just going to call her Mont. Invitation to spend a summer at the mysterious Hill House. Joining them are Theodora, an artistic sensitive. These artistic sensitive type feel a little off to me. And Luke, the owner of the house. But what begins as a lighthearted experiment is swiftly proven to be a trip into their darkest nightmares and an investigation that one of their number may not survive. I think Eleanor's gonna die. Acclaimed as one of the finest ghost stories of the 20th centuries and filmed twice as The Haunting. Has anyone watched The Haunting? Is it scary? This is an unsettling examination of how fear can make us our own enemy. Girl, I don't need fear to make me do that. I am my own enemy at this point. Stepping into Hill House is like stepping into the mind of a madman. Oh, Stephen King said that. Okay, great. This is the cover. That's not that scary, no? But like her gown and all is a little off putting, dude. Like, anyone with a gown and, from the Victorian era or whatever. It's a bit. Anywho, that's what I did today. And then I had my Negroni, and I was going to stay out for a coffee, but I was like, I don't know. The coffee place I want to go to was closed anyway. So I was like, okay, this is probably a sign that I need to go home. So I came home, and this is me recording my podcast. This is probably going to be like, this is going to be a podcast for urgency purposes. So, like, if there's a week that I have nothing, I'm going to be like, here's my podcast drop. Why is my hello crazy now? This is my podcast drop. Watch, and what can you do? Okay, you can write about the books that you read, or like if you have read any of these books or you have any book suggestions, please let me know. I have a list of books that I want to read, but my concern about these books are they all are too human. Okay, like I just feel like I have stuck to a certain genre that may not be completely serving me. Like some of them are quite sad, and I don't want to be sad anymore. Like, guys, I don't also want to be scared, but here I am. But yeah, if you guys have any book recommendations, please put them down in. This was supposed to be 10 minutes, but this has now been 20 minutes. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Slightly dramatic. Um, please like, subscribe, share, comment, engage. Tell me what you like, didn't like about this. And yeah, that's it. Thank you so much. Bye. Oh yeah, and don't forget, be dramatic. Be dramatic. Yeah, I think that's gonna be my outro. Be dramatic, guys. Be dramatic. Just be dramatic. Okay? Be dramatic. Okay, now bye.